Okay, so I gotta talk about One Piece. Now, as many of you know, the Reverie arc is basically the flashback arc. Everything they do is flashback. Most episodes, like the Kobe episode, was straight. Everybody know that the first episode of the Reverie arc, when they had Shanks in it, that was the big, that was the big disappointment. But now we're on episode 889. And by gosh, I don't know what I was expecting coming into the episode. I know I was expecting to see Sabo, Gorosei, Imusama, and Reverie Star. I was expecting that. But I was not expecting half the episode to be Sabo talking about a flashback with Straw Hats. What if? Anyway, my disappointment for this episode is it's on par with the first. I don't remember the first episode of the Reverie number, but the first episode of the Reverie arc and episode 889. I don't even remember the title of it. That's just how it was. I think the title has something to do like the Reverie started, and it was actually not in the manga. They actually do skip past the river, the actual talk. So it's like towards. Let me fit my. It's like towards the end of the Reverie arc. And then they threw in. All right, first let's go through the episode. First, you start off with Sabo and three of the Revolution Army commanders, which is Lindbergh, Kuroso. I can't remember his name. Then you have all of them discussing about that the two two Navy admirals are at Reverie. So all that's good. Then it took a turn for the worse. Sabo started talking about how saved the Straw Hats 2 years ago, and hold on, and Kuma. They tell like the whole backstory with 2 year time skip on Sabadi, Sabadi Archipelago, where they were all separated by Kuma. First off, that part I can understand as Sabo knows. The second part, they cut back to Sabo, and he still explained, about what happened. Everybody with their trader, art, all that, such and such. Then they went back to after the 2 year tie, met back up at Sabo. Admit that part of the episode I had to skip through. I had to skip it just to get to the real part, like the non filler part. From the intro to where it goes into to non filler actual canon stuff to the manga. Right, we spoke. It took 16 minutes of 20 out of 23 minutes. It took 16 minutes to get to the actual juice of the episode. So then the reverie is starting. All the kings and queens were taking their sit at the table, and they had a bit of dialogue between some of the kings and queens, which I don't too much mind because they never got a speaking part in the manga. In the manga, it was just everybody gathered around the table. The, um, I think some of the kings and queens had speaking parts. I believe so. Even that part, I don't buy it at all. However, we then cut from that to a shot of Rebecca. Which let's just go off the rack. Let's just go off the rack, literally rack, and say that that was fan service more than anything. Like, yeah, they're the new, well, the, I guess, crown princesses of their kingdom. So of course they'll have, shots of them and stuff. And now, mind you, out of 23 minutes, this is 16 minutes of episode going by. So it's on the last 7.5 minutes. So all of that in the beginning, except when they were talking about, except when the Revolutionary Army and Sabo were talking about their plans of attack, most all of that was filler. Even filler that we've seen multiple times. I can understand that if they were to show it, it would be for the the people who are just out watching One Piece, who haven't seen prior to the 2 year time skip, or even after that when they got back together. But it was still just such a waste of time. And then we actually cut to the meat and potatoes. Shout out to Nuts Taku for that little line. To the meat and potatoes of the actual episode, where we have the Gorosei, the stars, going to bow down. Okay, prior to this, we see a silhouette figure in the flower room. Imu-sama. Well, I guess his name is Imu-sama now. In the manga, it was I'm-sama, Im-sama, whatever. But it's Imu-sama now. Boy. So we cut to the Gorosei all walking to see Im-sama. Which again is kind of filler. But don't tell Toei. Toei knows. They make filler. That's why One Piece is so fucking long. So we get the Gorosei asking Im-sama who's the next light that they need to sniff out. The 4 candidates that we see on the wanted poster, on the actual wanted posters, because in the manga they just on the ground, but it's Luffy, Blackbeard, Princess Vivi, no, Princess Irahoshi, and he's carrying, or she is carrying a poster, a picture of Vivi. So we'll see where that goes whenever Oda just brings that back up. And that was the episode. And like I said, I was disappointed, but knowing that this is the starts on July the 7th, do not miss it. July the 7th, Wano Art starts. That is a long I think 2 weeks from now. So being disappointed with the Reverie arc really doesn't do much. It just makes me wonder what are the remaining episodes going to be about before they hit Wano Art. Like, what is it going to be about? Because at this point in time in the manga, they don't show anything past that. Like, we know there's, like, it's 4 days after the Reverie starts. Well, it's the day the Reverie starts is day 1. Day 2, 3, that's when the Revolutionary Army attacks. So we don't know anything about that. They might throw that in as filler, but whatever Oda's decision is. But One Piece episode 889, used to the disappointment by this time. So hopefully the next 3 episodes will be a little better. If not, then I can only wonder what's in store. So hopefully the Wano art will be no filler. But anyway, this is Jay signing out. Keep watching One Piece, man.